Hello. Welcome back to the finals map pool showcase for JOKE3 Paradigm Shift. This week was definitely an exciting one. We had some absolute banger matches. And the pool was hard, but it gets harder. So let's just jump right into the next step. The maps you will have to endure while playing through finals. Here we go. For Ice 1, we have Astronaut by Niwashi. This is, if you know Niwashi, you know that they dabble in swing, in jazz, even. And yeah, this is 242 BPM, but it is mostly 1/3. Kind of reminiscent of Re-ing from JOKE3, which I think was also in finals. But yeah, the 1/4s are also there, so there is a certain level of density to it. But it being Rice 1, it's still fairly manageable. And also, OD8, so definitely nothing to take it lightly in terms of accuracy. Bit of a longer burst there as well. Nice little full swing section there. Some 1/3 for the transition, well, 2/3. And another long burst, and that will pretty much cap off the map. There's nothing hard remaining. Except that little stream, but players in finals they'll manage it. And that's it for Rice 1. Now the long-awaited Rice 2 Vanguard 1 by 2L. I know some people have really been wanting this particular song from 2L to be in the pool at some point, and here it is. So obviously 2L does dabble a lot in every single snap known to man, actually. And they are mostly all here as well in this map. So it's not going to be too dense, it's only 4.2 stars only. And it's going to be kinda reminiscent of Ghost from, I think, 2 rounds ago. This is not easy to hack. Here's basically the main meat of the map. Just these jumbled snaps. And some more here as well. And then here you have this section, which is like surprisingly tricky to read, I feel. Because the gaps are sometimes just like really big. But anyway, is this final little stream section with the triplets in between, and then some funny single taps at the end here. And that is Vanguard 1. Vanguard -1. And for the final rice pick, we have Mirage Garden by GXI, however you pronounce it. This is a 3-minute 50 long map. And yeah, this is going to test your reading consistency, because it is also fairly slow. Actually, this whole like rice pool in general is kind of slow. Like this is 156 BPM and the previous maps weren't that much faster. But it makes up for it in just the technical complexity. Also, if you haven't noticed, there are quite a few 7-node 1/6 bursts in this map, as well as weird rhythms. Like right here. Even though it's all 1/4, it's still kinda hard to keep track of. And then you have these just evil swing doublets. Then they just keep going. Then it chills a little bit with some just normal streams with the occasional 1/6, and then you have this really long burst right there. Very similar to Speed 2 of the semifinals pool. And this section feels really slow. I don't actually know if it's still 156 BPM. Maybe it's like all 1/3, I don't know. But anyway, back to your regularly scheduled 156 tech. The chill section here again, and then you have a pump it type beat right there on the pattern with the consecutive 1/6, and a cheeky 1/3 that really isn't as difficult as the replay makes it out to be. You just gotta pay attention. Yeah, the consecutive 1/6 are really just like 1/5 streams, if you think about it. But if you do play them like that, you will have to compromise a little bit of ratio, and maybe even ag. But yeah, that will conclude the last of the free rice maps. But there is still stream, which is like the cousin of the rice picks. We have Nyarlathotep's Dreamland by Raimukun, and I really like this song. This is 200 BPM, so once again, roughly 10 to 15 BPM with a step up from the last stream up, and this is like very dense. It does have less 1/6 than Charlotte, I will say. So it's definitely more focused on just the pure stream aspect. It does still have the occasional 1/3 though. I really like this part. And you can tell there's pretty much no break at all. This is probably the most break-like section you're gonna get. And here we have the longest stream in the map. It just keeps going. And no, we did not make all of those 1/6, that would be stupid. But yeah, the last section is pretty much the same as the first stream section. And there it is. Very happy with how that one turned out. But that will conclude it for all the rice-based picks. Let's move on to LN, which is actually hard now. We have Sio Sange by Tokyo. And this map is, I don't know how to put it, it's very difficult. It has a ton of bursts, but they are also mapped in a way where they will emphasize the long holds of long nodes. So you definitely cannot overshoot the bursts. Like, there's plenty of those 1/8 releases that you see every now and then. As well as those grace notes into long notes. Oh, and here's the hard part. Just a ton of doublets, some of them going into LNs, with some 1/8 triplets as well. Super difficult to control. And coming up we have the main chorus, which is gonna focus mostly on these just isolated 1/6 bursts and 1/8 doublets. All the while keeping track of all the 1/8 releases or VLNs. And this is the lowest star rated LN map. And I think also map in the whole pool, aside from one other map. So you're in for a treat. Here we have crossover. This song was actually a long time in the making. I wanted to map this for JOKE3, I think, but it never ended up happening. This is a 200 BPM LN map. And despite being 200 BPM, the releases still don't go easy on you. So not only do you have to watch out for your stamina not running out in this map, you also just have to control the streams in ways that allow you to hold the long note after. And you do have those 1/3 streams into 1/4, which are very tricky. And here's the main chorus, which is pretty dense, but also has what I would say the most tricky releases. And there is the occasional 1/6. But not a lot in this map. That one's kinda tricky. But I think that's the last one. Also, the releases in this last chorus and also the density go up. So, yeah, it's harder than the first one. And that's LN2. And for the third LN, we will have Vivid Velocity, which is 128, but I'll say it's 256. This is definitely the speed LN. It's like 89's momentum from last round. I also really like the song. It's got that like spacey feeling. Yeah, so a ton of 1/6 and also 1/8. The first half of the map isn't too dense. It definitely picks up a lot more in the second half. You do have this very tight full LN section. One key inverse, it's real. A little bit of a 1/3 stream, or well, 1/6. I keep thinking in terms of 256 BPM. Anyway, here's the second chorus, which is denser than the first one, as usual. Those doublets really are cheeky. And here we go, the last part of the map, which is by far the hardest part of the map. This triplet into the very long stream. And that is Vivid Velocity. The last LN map. And it just goes right into another monster of a map. We have Deep Ocean by Sot Shi. So Sot Shi is not a featured artist, but I liked the song so much that I asked them personally if we could use it. And since they're a cool guy, they said yes. And this is, if you're wondering why .angel was in semifinals, it's because this was harder. So this is 140 BPM. It's gonna be the slowest of the hybrids. I will spoil that. But it's also gonna be the most technical map in the hybrids and probably the whole pool. Like, I dare say even more technical than Vanguard. So 1/5, 1/7, 1/9, 1/3, 1/8, 1/4, 1/2. I think that's about it. There might be more. Yeah, good luck. Good luck timing that, that's all I'll say. Oh, also you can tell it's deep ocean because of the fish. A little rice section to calm you down a little bit from whatever you just experienced. And here's the final build-up to the final chorus. And I'll just let this one speak for itself. This is the true improvisation coliseum. And that's deep ocean for you. 3 minutes as well, so your brain is just gonna be mush by the end of it. Oh, okay. I will have to pat myself on the back for these hybrids. They are probably one of the most proud I've been of my maps in a while. Second, we have Heracles. This is from Adify, by the way, 1-key rhythm game in a 1-key rhythm game. This is 193 BPM. The song slaps, and dare I say, so does the chart. And here we come up to the most iconic part of the song. The like 2/3 snap with the most disgusting bursts in between. And then you go right into a little more, I guess, consistency section. But it's still not easy, because it's very dense. Those doublets are also very tricky to read. Some more doublets here with very tight releases. That's the LN part of hybrid. Sneaking through. Also here, watch out, this is insane. You have doublets into 4-note 1/6 bursts. They look very intimidating, but they actually line up very well on your hands when you think about it. Like everything is basically gonna start on the same hand, so it flows very nicely. But yeah, just watch out for that. And that's not even it for hybrid, because we still have Epistrophe by Cephid, the final hybrid. And this one's actually not that much slower, but it is slower than Heracles. It is 185, still fairly fast actually. But yeah, this also utilizes quite the amount of bursts and doublets. This is probably the same like complexity as Angel, just faster. Oh, also a bunch of those streams were like evenly numbered, so that's fun. And here you have a huge build-up stream. 185 BPM consecutive 1/6 in a stream. Pump It got nothing on that. And then a repeat of the first chorus. This one, not denser than the first one, despite all the other ones in the pool being that way. This one's just kind of a repeat. But yeah, that's Epistrophe and also hybrid for you. Moving right into the next map, we have speed. We have the speed pool. And the speed pool in this round, it does not go easy on you. In fact, it goes hard. It tries to kill you actively. This is 255 BPM with density just denser than the sun. There's 1/3 in it as well, so don't think you're safe, just being a speed consistency player. And this song just feels like a boss fight. Some more 1/3 coming up here. And here's the main chorus. It has those very long streams, but they're not even the longest streams in the map. And in this part here, you have 1/3 combined with 1/4. So your control has to be just on point to hit those. And here's the burst section. And then very long streams. Then you get a little bit of a break. And here you have some 1/6 and 1/8 doublets, because 1/4 is not dense enough. Those are the only 1/6 in the map though. I know how hard they are. Here you have a section of very long streams. Like if your stamina's dead at this point, you will have a lot of trouble with those. And then you have the burst section again. And you know what that means? That means the long streams are coming back. There they are. Just an unrelenting map. And that's not even it for speed, there's another one. There's the faster one, that was the slower one. Here we have Oka Enbu. And it's 148, well, it plays like 296. And it's dense too. This isn't just pseudo 300 BPM, this is basically 300 BPM straight up. I mean 4 BPM off, but we can call it 300 BPM. Yeah, players got good, so the pulls got hard. Oh yeah, this main chorus section is so dense. Now, if you've ever played Taiko and you know of Nanana maps, then that's basically what those choruses feel like. And apparently it also holds the Speed 2 curse of being over 3 minutes long. I don't know how that ended up being a thing, but it is now, I guess. You'd think the faster one would be shorter. But it does have some breaks, as opposed to Wanderflux, which had barely any. And here you have the second chorus. And I think I actually have seen this one. Never mind. I cursed myself from the past, how does that even work? Anyway, that's it for speed. That just leaves one normal map remaining, but it's not really normal. We have SV. Now Patu isn't here to explain all the details here. So here, have Quad A's best Frums impression. W equals addict. So that start is mostly just 1-2 snap from what I could tell. And then this is probably one of the easier to read sections, actually. Just a few little teleports. None of the snappings are too dense. And here you can like kind of see the triplets grouped together, so you just have to hit all the beats in between. And then you have very tight releases into this section, which is probably my favorite. So you have the allens indicate the longer intervals, and then the longer allens are like pretty long intervals, and then all the rise are 1/4. At least from what I could tell. I didn't play this. And yeah, that gimmick basically continues on until the end of the map. I don't know how Pato does it every time. He always comes up with something new. No overlaps this time though. But yeah, that's it for the normal pool. We only have the tiebreaker. And it's gonna be Escape, The Looking Glass and What Alice Found There by Kurokote featuring Sensei. This was nerfed twice. And it's still almost 5 stars. The BPM range on this is pretty good for a tiebreaker. It starts off very slow. I don't actually know the exact speeds, but it's like a 150 start or something. So this is definitely going to be the more technical section. And then it has a 1/3 section, which is going to have a lot of very funny bursts in it. And doublets as well. Some very dense bursts as well. Dense and long. And then a small break before the first BPM change. I think this is around like 180 BPM. So the tech is going to be a little lighter, but it's going to be pretty streamy, as indicated by this very long stream to start the section off. And then you have the release section. And then a bit of a consistency section. Pretty streamy again. A little more tech. Just a couple more tech streams before the next BPM change, which is going to be right here. And it's going to speed up all the way to 200 BPM. So this is going to be very dense. With the occasional 1/6. Some more bursts added. And then you have like this kind of break course section that's gonna have just a ton of burst. And at 200 BPM, these are just so fast. And it speeds up one last time to 220 BPM, the final BPM. And with the final build-up, we get to the last chorus. This one's pretty LN heavy, actually. And the streams are just so dense. And then it ends with one long stream and burst. And that's basically it for Escape. Hopefully, this will challenge the players enough. But that is it for the pool. Yeah, a step up to say the least, but I think it's necessary. The players are definitely capable of handling this kind of difficulty, and they should fare well, I believe. So yeah, the schedules. Pool is actually, I think, already uploaded. Schedules will be out at some point, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, scrims will be up as well. And yeah, good luck with practicing the pool. I think at this point you might have to spend a little more time on that, because they are hard. Yeah, until next time, see you later.